This Common Craft video is a comparison of the unique electoral processes in Canada and the United States government systems.
The first topic we will be looking at is how the Prime Minister or President is elected.
The Prime Minister is the head of the Canadian government, and the President is the leader of the United States.
The Prime Minister is elected because he is the leader of the party in the House of Commons with the most seats.
The President is elected into power by qualified voters. He may be elected using the Electoral College or popular vote.
The President is elected on a specific date. That date is the Tuesday that follows the first Monday in November. The date of the election is usually between the 2nd and 8th. However, the Prime Minister can choose when to hold the elections as long as it falls between a certain time frame. Usually, the Prime Minister holds the election at a time when he is in a good position, meaning that when the people are pleased with his decisions, he will hold the election, increasing his chances of being re-elected.
Oh, that's good. I guess sometimes he feels sick. Poor guy.
You mentioned something about an electoral college and a popular vote. Would you mind explaining what those are?
Yes. The Electoral College is a process that can be used to vote in a president. It involves a compromise using votes from Congress and votes from popular vote in which the president is elected.
So the Electoral College isn't actually a college?
No, it's not. And the popular vote is a vote made by qualified voters.
I get it. The Electoral College and popular vote are used in the United States. In Canada, we elect MPs.
Exactly.
It's just like how in Canada, we have the House of Commons and the Senate. And in the United States, they have the Senate and the House of Representatives.
How do I become a member of the House of Commons or the Senate?
To become a member of the House of Commons, you get elected in by the voters or electors. In the House of Commons, the party with the most seats is the one that the Prime Minister heads. To get into the Senate, you're appointed.
What about the American Senate and the House of Representatives?
You get elected into a 2-year term.
And during this term, I, as Congresswoman, would help pass the laws and approve the appointments.
That's if you were American. If you were Canadian and in the House of Commons or the Senate, you'd be eligible to be in the cabinet.
What's a cabinet? Like a kitchen cabinet?
No, no, Becca. The cabinet is appointed by the Prime Minister, and it contains members of the House of Commons and at least one member of the Senate. The cabinet decides government priorities and policies.
We keep mentioning parties, but I don't understand. Are they throwing birthday parties?
No, when we say parties, we mean political parties. Some examples of the different political parties are the Quebec, the Bloc Québécois, the Liberals, the New Democratic Party, and the Conservatives. The party that is currently in power.
Wait, stop. Okay, enough of this annoying stuff. Why do all these things happen? Did someone just wave their magic wand?
Yes, Becca, a magic government fairy waved her wand, and we got our election process.
Really?
No! If we really want to know, we need to begin with the history.
Right. At first, the British Parliament was being control freakish, but the Americans felt it was unconstitutional because there was no representation in Parliament.
Those smart Americans.
Yeah, right. So then the Americans had a big war with Britain, which they won. Because of that war, they created their constitution, and from that, the government was born.
How about them Canadians? What they all about, eh?
Yeah, right.
Oh, right, I know. Well, the Canadians decided to stay with the British. The Queen's a figurehead, which means that she doesn't rule over us. Also, the Governor-General, who is the representative of the Queen, is the same way. When Canada formed their government, they wanted one that worked together. This is called a parliamentary government system. Our federal, provincial, and municipal governments work together.
See, we are very nice people. Maybe that's why they call us polite.
Eventually, these rulers and laws evolved. New presidents and prime ministers were elected. Today we have Stephen Harper as our Prime Minister and Barack Obama as our President.
Well, thank you all for sitting through this very long, boring...
Thanks!
Bye. This video was brought to you by Alicia and Rebecca.